Hello and welcome back to Foundry. So last we left off, we finished CPU production. I actually expanded it a little bit. I've added several chemical plants. I think I have 30 total. And I put a sign down so I don't have to memorize how many I'm producing or recount it every time I want to know. CPU production, 120 per minute. Which is fine for now. That's a good start. That'll be enough. I think I'll have enough wafers coming in. Yeah, again, I only need one wafer per 8 CPUs, so I don't need a lot of wafers. Right now my wafer is... well, we got plenty there. It's fine. The ship has flown off. And is acquiring more wafers. I got the CPUs going into this ship here, ready to be sent off wherever it's needed. Now, I think the next step is these sheets. So I want to make robot parts. Those take Firmarlite sheets. Everything else I have. And Firmarlite sheets is... it's here somewhere. Metallurgy. Liquid Firmarlite. And Firmarlite sheets. Okay. Let's go to... steel processing. I think I need... oh, I rebuilt my... robot, by the way. He's facing the correct direction, facing my factory. That's a lot better. And actually, it's big, but it doesn't look so big next to this thing. Maybe they'll add another monument in the future. Late game, gigantic monument that you can spot from miles away. I think I need pipes. Alright, I'll just grab another stack of pipes here. Is there any research I could do? Yeah, just the science pack. Alright, why not? That's the last one. Oh, also, I've been expanding my solar array a little bit. You can see right there, it's not huge, but it's gotten a little bigger. I put a few more down, so that helps. Right now, most of my power is generated by the large solar arrays there. Or the array of large solar generators. Now, I'm gonna do the Firmarlite processing right here. I've got the Firmarlite coming out here. Ow. Yeah, being fed into this container. Oop. There we go. And being used for research. Now, normally I would have the next tier research here, so I would need this space. But I think the next tier research, I can put it up here or something. And we're going to use this space here for Firmarlite. Now, let's see. I've already calculated the ratios here. So we need... let's see if I'm right. Electric arc furnace, that's the first step. And then casting machine. That's the second step to get the sheet. So the electric arc furnace, we're going to do liquid Firmarlite. And then the casting machine will turn liquid Firmarlite into Firmarlite sheets. So the arc furnace takes 800 per minute. 800? Okay. How... I don't even know how quickly this thing can purchase new Firmarlite bars. Does it totally depend on how fast I can sell the drones? I don't know. That's a lot of Firmarlite bars. Okay, anyway. Just don't worry about the inputs right now. So the output, 10,000 liquid Firmarlite per minute, and this one is input 1250 liquid Firmarlite. So it's a 8 to 1 ratio of the, what is this called? Casting machine. The casting machine to the arc furnace, 8 to 1. So each one of these can support 8 casting machines. Okay. I think I'm gonna put down 2 of them. I made enough to put down 2 of them. So that's what we'll do for now. You know what? Let's, I feel claustrophobic here. Let's, give myself some extra room. Let's put it down right here. Where's the output? I guess either side. And of course, we're out of blocks. Okay, so that dropped off some Firmarlite bars. I don't know, there's some bottleneck here, but I don't know what it is. It might be this thing itself, the sales warehouse. I'm really not sure. There's not much indication of, well, not that I could find that, what the bottleneck might be. I might have to look that up online. Look into that. But if each one of these can support like one ship at a time, which might be the case, then the sales warehouse might be the bottleneck. Anyway, I'll worry about that later. Oops. Okay. So we got one arc furnace. And we can support 8 casting machines. Let's see. So the outputs are on this side, okay. And with the casting machine, yeah, we gotta figure out what the outputs are here, but it doesn't really tell us until we select a recipe, or the inputs on that side. Okay, that works just fine. Let's take these casting machines, and we're gonna do something like that. And again, I'm kind of blocking the panels here, which is not ideal, but it's fine. Okay. Have a little gap there. Five. 6, 7, 8. And then this thing, gotta kind of line it up. There we go. Copy and paste recipe. And this one, Firmarlite sheet. Copy and paste recipes. How's that? Looks good. Okay. Oh. Not quite. Gotta bring it out one more. Alright, that should work. Dang it. There we go. Okay, pipes are all hooked up. $800 per minute. Right. Well, I don't think this is going to be... It's not going to be possible to get 800 per minute constant flow. But with a little stopping and starting, which is inevitable, I think we'll be fine, because we can't get 800 per minute out of here no matter what with only 4 bells. Well, there's more inputs here, so I might be able to manage it. Either way, I don't think I'm going to be able to get 800 per minute. Like, purchase 800 per minute. That's a lot. Hey, there it goes. It's working already. Heck yeah. Okay, it's got to match. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. There we go, 800 per minute. Beautiful. I don't think I'll ever need more than that. Okay, now am I gonna want to transport it with transport shuttles somewhere, or what? So, Firmarlite sheets. Do I need them for anything except robot parts? That's what I'd like to know. Robot torsos, which takes robot parts. Which also requires circuit board and energy cells. Okay. Alright, yep. Let's just put them in a transport shuttle. I'll figure out where I want to make the robot parts later. The robot parts use... all the robot stuff uses a lot of parts that are being produced over here in the CPU area. But I don't want to clutter up that area with more stuff and just siphon off what's here. So we're going to make a completely dedicated zone for this robot production. So, yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and cargo ship target pad. Cargo ship starter pad. There we go. Do I not have... oh, loaders. There we go. Let's output in this direction. What do these new science packs take? Robot parts, hydraulic piston, CPU. Okay. Where do I want the... alright, I think I want... the launch pad up here. I'm gonna need a lot of space though. And of course, more blocks. There's a lot of stuff I gotta get on these transport belts, like, take all of it. There we go. Like machinery parts and all that. Everything for the robot parts I want to bring in by transport. So there's a lot of basic stuff I gotta get on the transport ship network. All right, let's put this down, and we can there we go. And we can just add some more flooring down here. Hey, have enough blocks. Nice. Yeah, it's a little bit cramped, but we're good, I think. Now we need a logistics container, but I have no steel. Take that. Thank you. I do wish that the transport ships would work as more of a request system, where a certain product is just requested somewhere and the ships bring it over, rather than a one-to-one link between the ship and its destination. A starter pad and its destination. That's a little bit disappointing. So if I want to send something to two different places, I gotta have two separate ships. But that's okay. Just takes up more space, which is plentiful. Alright, let's get floaters and what are we using here? We're using tier 2 belts. We really only need the tier 1, but I'll use the tier 2s, just in case I want to, I don't know, expand it someday, which I won't. Because that'll take a whole lot of Firmarlite. There's the Firmarlite sheets. There we go. Alright, yeah, we cannot keep up. Yeah, there's our transport ships. Yeah, maybe more transport ships would help. At this point, though, I might not be producing enough drones to sell. Yes, I don't think I am. Oh, yeah. That's my drone production. Well, look, it's better than nothing. Okay, we're not going to mess with this. I'm not going to expand it for now. We're just going to leave it as is. We can expand it later as part of a larger project, but if I expand it, then that means we're going to be using way more of all this stuff here, and it's going to get used up and not used elsewhere. So it's sad, is what it is, but we're going to leave that alone. The important thing is, we've got Firmarlite sheets. Okay. Now, low density oleumite, steel beams, hydraulic pistons. Let's get... So, there are two things that I can see that require CPUs. Robot heads and the research itself. The research also takes robot parts, which takes Firmarlite sheets, and hydraulic pistons, which takes steel beams and low density oleumite. I think the research should be produced in the same area as the robot production. Okay. Oh, let's check one more thing. Now, sorry, we're in planning mode here. Let's just see what all this takes here. Oleumite. Advanced machinery parts, we can get that on transport ships. Electronic components. That's going to be a lot of electronic components. I don't know if I can siphon off what I'm producing already. It's... I don't think I'm producing enough. But what is all of this for? Robot legs, robot arm, robot head. So there's a manufacturing assembly line. Yeah, we should probably learn about assembly lines because as far as I can tell, it's not needed for any of this. I can produce the robot parts without an assembly line, is that right? These are all assemblers. The robot parts are made in an assembler. Hydraulic piston is made in a fluid assembler. What is the assembly line for? What is that going to do for me? Assembly lines produce and visualize complex goods in multiple steps. There are multiple assembly line buildings which need to be placed in the right order to produce the desired end product. You can imagine the system like a big conveyor belt with inbuilt machines modifying the product on its way. Right. I know what an assembly line is. Most assembly line buildings require high voltage power. Have a power line connector. Okay. The assembly line start building is the first building of the system. You need to supply it through conveyor belts right there. With any item that starts an assembly line product, that'll be the torso, robot torso. Producers, the assembly line producer is a machine that can perform certain tasks on the product that's coming through. Okay, start and then producer. Not all tasks are possible from the beginning. For example, an arm needs to be attached first before it can be welded. Okay. Rail pieces. You may chain all your assembly line producers together or use rail pieces in between. Okay. Sort of like conveyor belts, but with specifically for assembly lines. Splitters and mergers. Oh dear God. Splitters and mergers allow you to branch. Okay. At the time of this writing, this isn't yet required, but eventually different tasks will take different times and you have to adjust for that. So it looks like it's just the same as using conveyor belts and all that, just on a much larger scale. Painter. Once the product has been fully assembled, it needs to go to the line painter. There you can configure the color scheme. Sales warehouse. Okay. That's the sales end. Or that's the where the end product gets stored until they're shipped for selling. In case of misconfigurations and assembly line getting stuck or general uncertainty, you can always walk up to the most forward robot and aim towards it. Okay, so the end product will be a robot now. That robot does not show up here, I guess because it's not craftable. So it doesn't show up here. So I have to take a leg, an arm, or maybe several arms. But how do I know the recipe for a robot? I mean, it might seem like a dumb question, but does a robot take 2 arms or 1 arm? 2 legs or 1 leg? I guess it'll give me the option of selecting a recipe when I put the first building down. But let's say it takes a robot torso, a head, 2 arms, 2 legs. All of these take robot parts. Okay. And it's all just for selling. Okay. So if we have a robot assembly station area, and we need a lot of space, I think, for this. We'll produce the robot parts there. We'll produce the science packs there. And we can actually do that without messing with the assembly stations at all. But another thing we can do there is play with assembly stations and use these robot parts to make robots to sell. Make more money. Maybe that'll be more efficient than selling these maintenance drones. Okay, now let's pretend I need a lot of xenoferrite and for the electronic components, technum, and it would also be good to be near olumite. I want to maybe start more mines for those. We got technum, olumite, and well, xenoferrite's here. Xenoferrite, olumite, technum. Yeah, that might be a good spot for it. There's a lot of space right there. And it's near the steel and advanced machinery part, so I won't need to bring them in via transport belt or a transport shuttle. Xenoferrite, olumite, technum. Yeah, we can exploit those mines. Okay, I think that's what I want to do. Alright, so I'm gonna end the episode here. We didn't get a whole lot done. Mostly, well, not mostly, but a lot of it was just learning about the next steps and planning what I want to do. Which is important. But we got Firmarlite sheets? Firmarlite, right? Firmarlite. Yep. Firmarlite sheets being made and loaded into transport ships. And yeah. So next time we'll start work on breaking ground on this new factory. I think that's a good spot to make it, but if I can find a better spot, we'll do it wherever I can find. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.